Okay, let's dive right into this seismic event from Chennai, April 11th, 2025. M.A. Chidambaram Stadium.
That night at Chepauk, yeah.
Exactly. And it wasn't just any match, was it? People are calling it the Chepauk catastrophe.
Well, for CSK fans, it certainly felt catastrophic. KKR didn't just win, they dismantled them.
Utterly dominated, chasing down just 104 runs with 8 wickets still in the shed. And get this.
The number of balls left.
59 balls to spare. It's not just a win, it's a statement, a demolition, really.
It really is. Almost 10 overs unused in a T20 chase against CSK. It speaks volumes about how clinically KKR performed.
And for Chennai Super Kings. I mean, this was their 5th consecutive loss.
5 in a row. Unprecedented for a 5-time champion team. You just don't expect that kind of slump from them.
Never. So the big question is, what on earth went so wrong for CSK? And how did KKR get it so right?
Precisely, and that's what we're digging into today. Not just the scorecard, but the moments, the performances, the implications of this game.
Right. We've looked at the sources, and we're here to unpack it all. Where do we even start? Maybe the toss.
Yeah, the toss feels like a good place. KKR captain Ajinkya Rahane called it right, chose to bowl first.
And his reasoning seemed pretty sound at the time. Said the wicket looked good, wouldn't change much.
Turned out to be spot on, didn't it? His prediction was, well, quite prescient.
It really was. And then you had MS Dhoni back captaining because Gaikwad was out injured. He actually said he'd have preferred to bat first. He was worried the wicket would slow down, put pressure on the middle order if they didn't get a flyer.
Talk about foreshadowing. That's exactly what happened. That good start CSK needed, it just never materialized.
Not even close. The openers, Devon Conway and Rachin Ravindra, they couldn't provide that foundation.
No. Conway was out LBW to Moeen Ali for just 12. And Ravindra? He only managed 4 before getting caught.
So right away, they're on the back foot. What were they after the power play?
A pretty dismal 31 for 2 after 6 overs. That's really slow going in T20 terms. You could feel the pressure building.
Definitely. Then Vijay Shankar came in. He had a bit of a charmed life for a while, didn't he?
He did. Dropped twice by KKR fielders. You think, okay, maybe this is the break CSK needs.
But it wasn't to be. He got 29, but then got caught. Felt like a missed opportunity, maybe?
Yeah, perhaps. Those dropped catches.
Yeah.
Sometimes they can almost add pressure, you know? Like you have to make it count. Maybe he felt that.
Could be. Then Rahul Tripathi, who was in for Gaikwad, he struggled too.
Only 16 for him, and then Sunil Narine just bowled him, cleaned him up. Narine was starting to weave his magic.
And then that slightly odd move, promoting Ashwin to number 6.
Yeah, that was a surprise. Didn't really pay off, did it?
Not at all. 1 run, off 7 balls. Just seemed to stall things even more.
It really did. Whatever the tactical thinking there, it backfired. And the wickets just kept tumbling after that.
Ravindra Jadeja, usually so reliable.
Yeah.
Out for a duck.
Mm-hmm.
Then they bring in Deepak Huda as the impact sub.
Another duck.
It was just relentless. What were they? 72 for 7. The innings was in absolute tatters.
Complete disarray. You could almost hear the silence, punctuated by gasps around Chepauk. A proper nightmare unfolding for the home side.
And then, the moment everyone was waiting for. The 15th over. MS Dhoni walks out at number 9.
The roar must have been incredible, even with the team collapsing, that hope, that belief he brings.
Always. But even the legend himself couldn't stop the slide this time.
No. Just 1 run before being given out LBW, and the DRS upheld it.
That felt like the final nail, didn't it? Even a close call going against them.
Kind of summed up their night, really. Nothing was going right.
Shivam Dubé did show some fight towards the end, though.
He did, yeah. Stayed unbeaten on 31, and he hit their first boundary in. That was it.
Get this, 63 balls. Their first boundary at over 10 overs.
That is absolutely staggering. It just shows how completely KKR had suffocated them.
So, a bit of a last wicket stand nudged them just over 100. 103 for 9.
A truly meager total, especially at Chepauk. You just wouldn't expect that from CSK.
Which brings us to KKR's bowling. They were just superb, weren't they?
Outstanding. Led by Sunil Narine, his figures were incredible.
4 wickets for just 13 runs in his 3 overs. He was practically unplayable.
It really was. The CSK batsman just had no answer to his variations, his control. He ripped the heart out of their middle order.
And it wasn't just him, though he was the star. Varun Chakravarthi bowled well, too.
Yep, Chakravarthi got 2 important wickets, and then you had Moeen Ali, Harshit Rana, Vaibhav Arora. They all chipped in with one each.
So consistent pressure from all the bowlers.
Exactly. And the fielding, despite those couple of early drops off Shankar.
Right, they tightened up significantly after that, didn't they?
They did. Moin took a sharp catch. Rahane held on to one. They made sure not to give CSK any more chances. A very professional performance in the field, eventually.
So KKR needed 104 to win. Should have been straightforward, but sometimes small chases can be tricky.
They can, but KKR didn't seem interested in making it tricky, especially Sunil Narine.
Opening the batting again, and he just came out swinging.
Absolutely blazing. 44 runs off just 18 balls. Hit boundaries, hit sixes. He basically ended the contest in the first few overs.
Just blew away any slight hope CSK might have had of defending that total.
Completely. It was a statement of intent, put the bowlers under immediate pressure.
Chepauk didn't score many, fell early, but it hardly mattered by then.
No, because Rahane played calmly, 20 not out, and Rinku Singh came in, 15 not out. They just cruised home.
And they got there in just 10.1 overs.
10.1, leaving those 59 balls unused. As you said, a record margin against CSK in terms of balls remaining.
Astonishing. And Narine, quite rightly, player of the match.
Absolutely deserved. An incredible all-round performance. 4 for 13 with the ball, 44 off 18 with the bat. Doesn't get much better than that.
So let's talk implications. For CSK, this fifth straight loss, where does it leave them?
Well, it leaves them struggling near the bottom of the table, which is, as we said, very unfamiliar ground for them. Major concerns about that batting.
The top order's inconsistency, the middle order not stepping up.
Exactly. It's been a recurring theme in this losing streak. They build no momentum or lose it very quickly.
Even Dhoni returning as captain hasn't been enough to sort of magically fix things.
No, and it maybe points to deeper issues than just captaincy. Perhaps team composition, form, confidence. It's likely a mix of things.
And the bowlers are finding it tough, without runs to defend, obviously.
It's a vicious cycle. Low scores put pressure on bowlers. Bowlers under pressure can leak runs. Batters feel more pressure. It's hard to break out of.
And Chepauk, their fortress, becoming a place they keep losing. That must hurt psychologically, too.
Oh, definitely. Losing at home, especially consecutively, really dents morale for the team and the fans.
Okay, on the flip side then, KKR. This win does wonders for them.
Huge boost, shoots them up the table, and that massive win margin gives their net run rate a significant lift. That could be vital later on.
And the form of players like Narine, it suggests they're hitting their stride.
Exactly. When your big players perform like that and others chip in effectively, it builds massive confidence. They look like a team really clicking.
Rahane's captaincy looked sharp, too. The decision to bowl first was key.
Absolutely. Tactically, they seemed very switched on. Based on this performance, KKR look like serious contenders for the title this year if they keep this up.
Yeah, they really do appear to have that potent mix of attacking batting and effective, varied bowling.
Plus the fielding, which recovered well. It's the whole package you need in T20. They'll be a tough team to beat if they maintain this form.
So, wrapping this deep dive up, this game, CSK's catastrophe and KKR's triumph, it really highlights the wild swings of T20 cricket, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. How quickly fortunes can change, how momentum is everything. It's a fantastic case study in team dynamics, leadership, individual impact.
And for the listener, it shows how even the strongest teams can hit rough patches and how crucial it is to adapt and find solutions when things aren't going your way.
That contrast in performance was just so stark. CSK looked completely lost, while KPR looked utterly ruthless and confident.
So the big questions remain. Can CSK regroup? Can Dhoni inspire a turnaround? It feels like a massive task right now.
It does. They need to find answers, and quickly. Rediscover that winning habit, that formula that served them so well for so long.
And for KKR, can they sustain this? Can they take this momentum and make a real push for the IPL trophy?
That's their challenge now. Avoid complacency. Keep executing their plans. They've shown what they're capable of.
So a final thought for everyone listening. What single factor do you think was the absolute biggest turning point or influence in this match? Was it Narine's spell, the opening collapse, something else?
That's a great question to ponder. And maybe what lessons can any team, in any field really, take from seeing such a dominant force like CSK struggle and seeing KKR seize their opportunities so emphatically?
Lots to think about. This was just one deep dive, and there's always more beneath the surface.